Yeah, I mean, I get that question a lot, and what I tell people is an adjustment is not going to make a kid robotic.
So, okay, what's and I know we touched on this a little bit earlier because I kind of asked the question of how do you handle situations where, okay, some of it might be parenting, some of it
Mhm.
might actually be, the nervous system and whatnot. But so, what's the difference, between kind of the rebellion and dysregulation,
Yeah.
and how can really understanding that shift, um, and like how can that help the way parents react essentially in a
For sure,
situation?
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I get that question a lot, and what I tell people is an adjustment is not going to make a kid robotic. Like, let's just get that notion out of the way.
Yeah,
I mean, we adjust a kid, it's like, hey, take out the trash. They're probably still gonna fight back on that a little bit, but
100%.
that being said, really what we're after is more function based
Mhm,
and
mhm.
less of a situation where it's like, oh, they just do everything I ask them or tell them at
Yeah,
a moment's notice. That's not, I mean, that's just not reality. That's not children,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
understanding kids are gonna be kids. Kids are gonna be inquisitive. Kids are gonna ask questions. Kids at times in certain phases of life will be a little bit harder to be agreeable with in terms of, they're testing their boundaries. They're, seeing all these things. So what I tell parents is look, at the end of the day, if we can get Johnny and Susie to be more regulated, right? And make more, um, have more kind of logic to their processing. And what I mean by that is how they're processing. It's not just jumping from point A to point B, or excuse me, point A to point Z. There's a B, C, D, E. There's some steps there. And what that looks like is a kiddo who, is less impulsive. What that looks like is a kid who's doing the basic functions really, really well. And I know I keep going back to this, but it's so true, right? When they're doing the basics really, really well, that's when you know a kiddo is regulated.